Hey guys, in today's video, we'll show you how to create this headphone. It's worth remembering that the content present is intended to help you improve your 3D model skills. So, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and comment here what you would like to see in the next videos. So, let's go to class. Let's start by adding our reference. The download link is in the video description. We create a square plane and apply the first reference. Hold down Shift K and in rotation modes we will create a copy, adjusting the position of the reference and applying it to the new plane. Here, we reduce the scale of the reference to the side so that the size matches to the other reference. We will move the planes apart on their axis and use a line to create the base of the model. We enable rendering in the viewport and adjust the thickness and width of the piece. With the Edit Poly tool, we delete this face, and with the Extrude tool, we will extrude as parts, creating the headphones. I will add two loops in the center and on the edges. I will use the Set Flow. This tool adjusts the shape according to the flow of the shape. Here, we see that it has reduced the width of the vertices a little. We adjust and position them correctly. With symmetry, we will mirror the shape and adjust the central vertices, matching them with the reference. Let's select this face, first adjusting the position of the vertices. Now, in face modes, we use Extrude to extrude this part and Relax to round the shape. Let's do the same in this part. This time, holding down Shift with the scale, we will create this new face in the center, and with the loop regularizer, we will transform it into a circle. In the Z, we use the Set Flow. Remember that my shortcuts are appearing in the corner of the screen, and we will adjust the size of this detail. Here, we see what the hole should be. Let's adjust the size and use Extrude again to create the hole. Add a loop on the sides with the Edge Connect. We will reduce this scale and add two support loops with Alt 1. Let's insert a new loop in this part as well, and with Extrude, we will create the notch in the model. Once that is done, let's separate this part of the foam from the rest of the red set. Just select the face and apply a detach. Here, we will close this hole with the scale, then a cap, and finally the cut tool to fill the shape. I will add a loop in the center of the model. And in the foam parts, we will change its color and also fill the shape to close the hole. We will add an open subdivide to check the model. At the base, we will add the support loops with the Alt 1 and also the open subdivide modifier. Here, we will insert a new loop to keeping the edge hard. Let's improve the shape of this foam a little more. Once this step is finished, let's create this separation in the model. To do this, we will reduce the open subdivide to 1 and add a new edit poly. Let's measure more or less the distance of the detail and start working on it. I will remove this loop and create a connection between these two vertices. Let's do the same on the other side. Here, we have the face selected. We return to the vertex modes, and with the edge constraint turned on, we will adjust them so that the curvature becomes smoother. Once this is done, we will apply a detach to separate the shapes. I will change the color to make it easy to see. Here, with the Cut tool, we will create a contour around this edge. At the top, add a new loop and connect the points with vertex connect. Use target weld and collapse it to weld the points. We use symmetry again, and finally, we will add an edit poly and use a bridge to close this space. We will do the same on the part we separated. use chamfer on the edges to keep them harder. Now, we use symmetry on the x-axis to mirror the general shape of the parts. We add the open subdivision modifier to the detail, and at the base we will create this notch that is in the reference. Just add a new loop with Alt 1, and with the edge constraint we will align the loop on the y-axis, and the extrude will create the notch. Remember to add a chamfer on the edges to keep it harder. Now that we have the base created, let's add a new edit poly above the symmetry to create the headphone charging connector. It's very simple. We'll select some face and extrude them while holding down Shift K. I will select the corner edges, and in scale mode we'll center the pivots and round the corners. Finally, we will select the edges and apply on chamfer. Inside, we will add support loops. To finish the modeling, let's create the base that holds the headphone. Let's create the outline on the piece with the line. I will disable the render option this time. We have outlined the entire piece. Now we will apply a length modifier and drag it on the sides to create the model. Let's center its pivots. From the top, we will extrude the edges, and in vertex modes, we will align the vertices to create a square shape. Just select some vertices and align them on their respective axes. Now we can adjust the detail according to the reference. Let's extrude the top part again and close the hole with the cap. With the cuts tool, we will fill the shape by connecting the dots. Add a support loops. And we will round the back using the set flow. We insert the support loops in this part and the chamfer at the base. In these two loops, we use the extrude to create a notch in the shape. On the edges, we apply a chamfer. Add some loops in the center of the piece to keep it uniform and some support loops on the edges. At the base, we close the hole with the collapse. At the top, we will improve the shape by adding some details. To finish the model, we will create a small detail that will be the model's USB-C connector. Very simple, we create it from the face we already have and improve its general shape. And that's it, the model is finished. I hope you enjoy the contents. See you next time. Bye!